Mara here. Nice of you to join me. Welcome to my channel. It's lovely to have you here. I really hope you like my video that I'm going to do for you today. And today's video is going to be on it's going to be a tutorial on the large folio album that I've just done a walkthrough with, using the Sir Vagabond in Japan. It's papers from Stamperia. So just quickly show you this. So this is what we're going to be making, but I'm not going to be using these papers to make this particular this album. I'm going to use some different papers from Stamperia. Not sure which ones yet, but hopefully by the time we've made the album up, I will be able to show you. So as always, please, if you're not a subscriber, then please subscribe. It really helps my channel grow. So without further ado, let's get into the tutorial. So this is the album that we're going to make. So if you want to see this, the walkthrough of this particular album, I'll put the link up in the corner just there, and that'll take you to the link of the walkthrough, so you can have a look what we're doing beforehand. So I'll put this one aside, and what I'll do is I'll bring in some pieces of chipboard that I've already cut. So if you want to pause so that you can either write down the sizes, then you'll be able to go ahead and cut them. I thought to try and streamline my videos, I'm going to try a different format and see if it works. So for the folio album, you're going to need to cut, so I'm going to cut the chipboard first. We'll put that together. Okay, a quick guide in cutting grey board. You can use your normal paper trimmer to cut your grey board with, but you will just need to cut the two sides. Because this grey board that I'm using here is 2mm, your trimmer will cut down to a depth of 1 mil, so that's why you need to turn it over. So line up exactly how you would do with your cardstock. Just get yourself, so measure it up. So say I'm going to cut this at 7 inches. So that's so 7 inches. You need to cut it. Make sure it goes through. Turn it over and then cut again at 7 inches. Okay. Take it out, and then that is cut your grey board like so. It's that simple. So it's easy to do. So for this for the construction of the album, you're going to need to cut out 2 pieces of 10.5 by 8.25, and these are going to be your front and back covers. So if you label them front and back covers, put them to the side. Okay. The next thing you'll need to cut will be 3 of these are going to be your spine and your closure. So you'll need to cut 3 of these at 10.5 by 2.5 and cut them 3, and you're going to label them. 2 are going to be your spine and the other one is going to be the closure. Okay, so 2 spine and 1 is the closure. So that's the folio part. Bring in now, this is for the box part of the album. So you'll need to cut out 2 10 3/8 by 9.9 centimeters. Now the reason I've put it in centimeters is because of my measurements of the box. They had to be in this centimeter, otherwise it would have been like 1/16 of an inch, so that was the easiest way I could get around with our measurements. So you're going to need to cut 2 of those, and they are the gatefold doors. Then for the box part, you'll need to cut out 2 10 1/4 by 1 inch, okay, and label them long sides. Then cut 2 at 10 1/4 by 19.8 centimeters. Okay, so let's get our album together. Now I use construction tape to help construct my albums. It's a really quick way of getting your albums made, the bare bones made. If you haven't got construction tape and you want to just have a try of it out, just use normal masking tape just as a try. This particular construction tape is really good because it's brilliant. It's acid free, so it's fantastic for scrapbooks, and it's quite durable as well. So let's start. So our album is going to look like this. So we've got a front cover, a spine, a back cover, a spine, and then you're going to have a spine on this side as well. So you've got a spine, a back cover or a front cover, a spine, a back cover, and then a spine. Okay. So I'm going to start constructing from the left hand side, which makes it easier. Now we're going to construct it first, and then we'll put the magnets in afterwards. So how I do mine is I just roll out quite a bit of your tape, and then I hang it over the corner of my desk so that the roll is hanging over, and then I place one of the grey board pieces on, okay, holding it, leaving quite a bit at the top there, okay, because it's going to fold over. Getting your next piece of grey board, I butt it up to it, making sure that it's level first, top and bottom, and then I just push it over so that it makes contact with that construction tape. Open it out and then just pull it apart. Okay, and that one, it seemed to have a bit of a gap. Sometimes it doesn't work, so you just have to have maybe just have another go. So bring it over, push it down. That's better. That's better gap. That's it. Once it's stuck down, just open it up so that you've got none of the tape is bunched up in the middle of that opening, and then we can bring the top bit over to cover that part of the spine, and then getting your scissors, just cutting that off, bringing it up and flattening it off. So that's one piece already fitted together. So let's put the next spine on. So exactly the same technique. I roll out quite a bit, put the one side of the grey board onto half of the construction tape, getting your next piece of grey board, making sure they're level both top and bottom, and then bring it over and just roll it onto that tape, and then as you open it out, just squidge them apart. Now, there we are, like so, just so that you've got a gap in between and then that helps them to be able to move them about. Okay. Pull that up and then smooth that out. There we are. So, moving now on to the next part. So this is your back cover. Then when you fold it over, it will fold over and it will sit like that. Okay, so you'll have it, so that's the closure here and the spine. So open it out. Now we're going to put in the magnets. So with your ruler, you're going to come in about 3/4 of an inch. Okay, so we're going to come in about 3/4 of an inch, which is there. Okay, and I'm going to draw a line. So let's draw a line. Okay. And we're then going to come in from the side onto that line about 2 inches. Okay, draw a line down, and then from this side about 2 inches, and then that there is going to be where we do our holes. So okay, these are the magnets I've got, which I'm going to use on my closure for my outside. So yeah, they're about 2 centimeters in width, and yeah, they're about a millimeter wide. They are quite fragile, as you can see. That one broke, but they do work. I tend to put 3 in to give me quite a nice firm magnetic force. So on this line, I'm just going to draw around that magnet. So I've just bi-eyed it so that I've got this in the middle, and again do the same for that. Ooh. Okay, then you're going to get your crocodile, or if you've got if you haven't got a crocodile, you can use a craft knife and a mat. I just like this because it's quick and easy. Right, and then you just need to chomp around that hole, just to chomp out enough. Now, I think I might get the big bite. That's going to be easier. So this one is the big bite, and it just works a bit quicker. It just means that you can get in to places that are a bit harder to get to with your crocodile. You can see they're very magnetic. Right, so they fit in there just perfect. So before we put them in, we need to then find out where the next one is going to go. So I'm going to have mine so that this part is on the top, and then you have to pull the flap up. So just position them so they're nice and together, and then just draw like a round circle. Okay, the next bit of footage for the tutorial didn't record, so I'm going to show you what it was, because I've already made most of the book up. So what you need to do, we was on the magnets. So for the magnets, you've put 2 in and you've chomped the excess bits out. You've put your magnets in, but before you put your magnets in, you'll need to draw around through the holes so that you can get your position for your other magnets on the other closure. So once you've done that and then you've chomped them out, you then do exactly the same. Put your magnets in and put your tape on front and back, and then that will then give you that magnetic closure. The next thing which didn't record was my strips that go along the outside of our album, so the black construction tape. So all you do with that is it's just you put it on half on the card and half on. Now how I did it, because I'd already put most of the book together, I laid my whole album out like so. I laid it out and then got my construction tape, and I took a longest piece that I needed. I put then my album on the top of the construction tape like so, cut the end off there, and then just leaving it down on the table, I just pushed it back so that you then got the whole of that. There's no air bubbles in there, and then I cut this side off like so. And then when I came round and did the sides, so I did the tops first, the 2 long sides first. So and then I did the shorter edges. So if I just show you on here, so cut that bit off, so half on, half off the cardboard. Pull that over, push that down. Okay, so then we come on to the sides. So again, but this time I put the construction tape on the edge, on the thinner edge. So again, it's just half on the construction tape so that we can fold it over to the other side. So just trim that down, and then what I did was I just mited then the corners, so
cover
on there,
constructed them all together. So
that
wasn't that quick and easy to do?
Such a brilliant idea, the construction tape. So just miter them out. So that one needs a bit more of a point. There we go. And then you just do the same. You just push it down, and then that then creates that nice black edge. Okay, so do that on the 2 long sides and then the 2 short sides, and the short sides you miter the edges. So thanks again for watching. Watch out for the second part in this construction tutorial of the folio album that I've made. That will be coming up very shortly. So yeah, so please subscribe if you're not a subscriber. If you subscribe and hit the notification button, or the bell should I say, you will be notified every time I upload new content to my channel. That way you won't miss anything. Come and see me on all the social medias. I have Facebook, Instagram, Pinterest, all of those.
So the links will be down below, and I've actually now got into TikTok, and I'm over on TikTok as well, so I will put the link to my TikTok channel in the description box down below. So on that channel you might see different content than what you will on my YouTube, but yeah, head over there and say hi and come and follow me on my new account over there. So thanks again for watching. I'll see you in the next video. Take care, enjoy your day, speak to you soon. Bye.